the AI was making the gun upgrades, and I think if it continued, they would take at least another 4 or 5 minutes to fuck with that base.
Yeah, especially because of the double Aeon gun upgrade, it would actually force both the players to go for their own gun upgrades. And that would take like another additional minute to go and grab them.
Yeah.
As otherwise, you would only have to go and deal with the enemy ACU, but also with the Auroras, which would be a real big pain in the arse.
By the way, something I didn't realize quite as much at the start. This map has 250,000 reclaim.
Yes.
I didn't realize that. When I zoomed out, I was like, oh, just a bunch of rocks. But when you zoom in on the rocks, it's way more. And more the more you zoom in.
They just like pop in one after another.
Like, there's way more rocks than I thought. And these mid locations, it has like 50k reclaim in the middle of the map.
Yeah,
so
like 45k from what I can see.
So that changes the way the map plays by quite a bit, actually.
Yeah, and also to be honest, I wonder if you can just go and capture the Ravagers, and no, you cannot. I was wondering if the Ravagers could actually, you know, go and shoot the other way around and basically work as a PD for the defense versus one of the enemy players.
I mean, you can capture it for sure, like if you just have to drop an engineer next to it, right?
I mean, you're dropping engineer there anytime because you will need to go and grab this mechs here.
But
my idea was to use the Ravager to actually defend your base, but it's not gonna happen. It's facing the wrong direction, so it won't have the gun depression to shoot the other way. It can only shoot towards the middle.
Yep. But it's like if you like get pressured from that area, a big chance that the game is already kind of fucked. And you rather want to eventually get the 2k mass on the Ravager probably. Although the map does have a lot of reclaim. Capturing it will just take so long and requires a lot of E as well.
Yeah, and it seems like this time around there's gonna be not a single first bomber coming out from the AI.
Yep.
All the AI is going for the land factory into
no!
and stuff.
Oh no, Realia! He rushed an MAA and there's no need
unlucky.
for that. He did an FTX. He's when Turn is in the game. Like the mole rush, or like rushing a mole to scout for the first bomber, I completely agree with. But making the first MAA and a mole where you don't even know if the AI goes first bomber is such a blunder. Like, there's no need to do that because, like last game, he didn't have a scout to scout for the bomber, I'm pretty sure, and he only lost 2 engineers to the AI.
Yeah, exactly. You can easily micro the engineers away.
In the worst case scenario, he lost 2 engineers. Now the fact that he has made a single MAA, that already costs him an engineer basically. And the AI isn't even going for a bomber. So he basically is an engineer down for no reason.
And yeah, it seems like once again the top team is gonna go and push with the 2 ACUs versus the enemy AI. And the bottom team is just gonna go and take their slow time to just build up some forces before going anywhere.
Yeah, so we will see like the same thing happened from the last game, when Wi-Fi is mostly scaling with the reclaim next to his base. That's why you can see that Wi-Fi has already like almost 50% more score than Realia, because he's just mass scaling with the reclaim.
Yeah, I mean you have like 10,000 reclaim available just near your base, but the problem is that while Ikigami was actually aggressive in the previous game, Blinchik this time around is playing even more aggressive. You can see him killing a few of the engineers which were expanding towards the reclaim fields for Blast Shield, which is gonna go and put him quite behind in the early game.
I mean, these raids shouldn't matter too much in theory, because the Blast has reclaimed to the top right of, or to the top left, sorry.
And
of
yeah,
his
he will also
SU.
manage to go and drop the middle where there's a lot of reclaim, so yeah.
Yeah, that's same place as last time, but this game, like Wi-Fi rushed the transport last game, and he doesn't have it this game. By the way, at the bottom, Limes is also getting raided quite heavily by Unknown. A few nice laps, and some bombers are happening.
Yeah.
You know what I would like to see, unironically? Imagine if a UEF player on any of the teams make a Janus. Like, some of these rocks are so dense, and a single Janus pass can remove like 2k reclaim.
Yeah, that would be kind of sick to be seen. But it seems like once again, Raelia and Achieved are just gonna go and delete the whole base belonging to AI, although it seems like this time around they're taking more and more time compared to before, and they're taking way more damage.
It was very good, yes, but the AI is gonna be good
Such
here.
a thing will not stop me.
It seems like it will actually stop her, because she's about to go down.
Yep. Although even
I
if you
think
go and kill the ACU, the problem is that all of the bases are gonna get just moved to the other AI, which then have the even more power and mass to just keep on building the units. And look
yeah,
how
I
many
think they're
Auroras there
fucking
are.
up. I think they're fucking up because the ACU dying is not what matters, it's the base dying that matters.
Yeah, and also you have to go
think-
and make sure that the Auroras are not gonna stay alive, because they're gonna be kiting you back all the time. You're never going
Like
to
if-
catch them.
And like he used the Fervus to deal with the AI, but the Fervus can't hit the AI. If just both the ACUs move towards the AI base with the Fervus locking them up, cry me a river, Ryza.
Nobody will care.
Jesus.
But the problem is there is still like over 15 Auroras and a T1 Bomber to go and just basically stall out the ACUs, which have been put down to half HP by now.
Meanwhile, at the bottom, Wi-Fi and Swato walked quite a bit later, but they are kinda getting something done as well. Although
Yeah,
I'm
although
not sure if
Wi-Fi
they're
is
breaking
getting some
through.
really bad trades versus the enemy ECU.
It's very important that the AI got Tech 2 online and has a Tech 2 engineer and is making, well, Tech 1 PD for now, but if he
I mean,
gets a Tech 2
Tech 1
PD
PD
online...
is still fine because there is no
Yeah.
Gancom upgrades or anything.
Okay, the top base will get... Okay, the AI... the turtle AI that inherited all the AI's base on the top left, he retreated every single Aurora back to his main base.
Oh my god, what a misplay.
That's so good for Relia and the Chief there.
Yeah, because if those Auroras were to actually just stay here, they could easily go and deal with both Relia and Achieved ACU.
Wait,
Because
look
the
at the bottom.
M28 is actually pretty good at microing the units away from the threats.
Look at Anno and Limes. They're having a hissy fit. Oh no.
Again.
Now it's Wi-Fi! Oh, why
my
this is
god.
unlucky. What the fuck?
But yeah, Limes, like you said, he's in the... Okay, we are back.
Oh,
But
thank
Limes is
fuck
actually
God.
might possible die here, because he have like... Yeah, he have some units coming in, but his ACU have no HP available compared to the ACU of Unknown, which is on full HP.
I think the bad terrain might save him because Anno's ACU just shot into the mountain like quite a bunch of times.
Yeah, although this is still a very bad trade because of all the reclaim going towards the Unknown. So yeah, you can go and grab all of the reclaim field, and it seems like the AI belonging to the other team have just died after getting 1v1 by Wi-Fi.
True, but they have a PD online and still a lot more of the base to go through. So it's, even though the ACU died on the bottom right, Wi-Fi is actually in danger of dying. He cannot go in, he has to.
Yeah, and he's getting planked by the PD and Auroras, and he have basically no answer to them.
So Limes actually got away. Anno is almost full HP still, and Limes is on 4k, but he does save his ACU, which is very good for him. There's some drops on Wi-Fi all around the map, dropping the reclaim. That's such a Wi-Fi move. It's what he's very good at usually.
Also, the problem is the AI is already sniffing him out, and you can see that T1 Bomber is going for the reclaiming engineers.
Oh, true, yeah.
So,
Well, that's
not on the
gotta be
AI's
brutal.
watch, it seems.
In the meantime, in the middle of the map, there's a little bit of monkey fight. Both, I guess, Swato and Blast went for that.
Yeah, I mean, there is a reclaim that you wanna go and make sure that it won't fall into the hands of your opponent.
So, a big difference is that basically Blast is fighting 2v1. He's fighting Swato in mid and he's fighting Blinchik in his own front. But because of that, Swato isn't focusing near as much on the AI base, and that's why the AI base is still alive.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
But
at
yeah,
the top
it
left,
seems like the
AI
top
base
team is gonna
dead.
just keep on pushing us to the AI all the time. They are not stopping, although I'm not really sure about this unit composition.
Yeah, I think now, once you've killed that first AI, I think you can't quickly kill the second AI because the annoying terrain, you have to go around the mountain, there's pet fighting. It's also too far away, in my opinion. Like, it's a turtle AI, I assume it will just make some tech to PDs and be fine with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's already on the T2 stage.
I think what they should have done, or what they should do, is transition into tech to air and do an air snipe on that, on the AI's ACU. Like with 10 tech to gunships or something. Because
yeah, that can actually easily work out, especially as there is still not enough flak covering the ACU of the AI. There's only a single skyboxer, so a few renegades should still be able to go and basically, you know, snipe it. And after you snipe it, you will just have a free reign over the wall, top left corner.
But the issue is, as of right now, both Raelia and Achieved are still focusing on that singular AI, while Blast is kind of fighting 2v1, right?
Also, it seems like the M28 is once again building the TML to just go and snipe the players. Although thankfully, it seems like Riley is already aware of that and built a single
Oh,
TMD, but on the wrong side of the map.
No. He queued up Team D on the side facing the AI as well, but it's too late because it's already launching.
Yeah. Let's just hope he's not gonna go and lose the T2 Pigeon. Because that would be horrible.
Wi-Fi is 40% to T3 Air, by the way.
I don't think I agree with going with T3 Air so fast here on this map.
I mean, the issue is he is Seraphim. I'm not sure why he picked Seraphim as the air. Like, maybe like for Phobos to wound it. But like, Wi-Fi is kinda cooming hard. Like, he's the one that's made all this fun to do with AI. He has a 40% T3 max as well, because he was just dropping Reclaim all over the place.
Yeah,
And
you can still see that his engineers are just trying to go and suck up all the mass around the map.
And honestly, it looks now actually very good for Team Wi-Fi, I'd say, because Blast is 2v1. He will eventually lose this, no doubt about that. He's versus Swatto and Blinjik. And then it's just Irelia and Achieved. After they killed the AI, they kinda...
Yeah, they're basically gonna have to go and
echoing.
play catch up for a moment.
Well, Achieved is rushing Tech 3, while Irelia is rushing Tech 3 Air. Like, Achieved Tech 3 Land, sorry.
Yeah, also it seems like Achieved is also going for the TML, but unbeknownst to him, the AI already have its own TMD in place.
And actually, Unknown is being pushed back by Limes' gun ACU. Even though Limes has half the HP, Unknown never made his own gun for some reason.
Yeah, he didn't make the gun, but it seems like he's actually way better when it comes to the economy. 71 mass versus 45.
Yeah, he did equal quite a bit more, that's true. But Wi-Fi is just okay. He stopped assisting his 90% T3 max. I guess it will take some more time to finish, but
Yeah, but the
I'd say the
problem is
only
it's gonna be
mistake
very
is-
hard for him to go and build stuff right now. Like, his base is actually a mess. Going for a T3 air grid anywhere here is gonna be very hard.
he's rushing attack to transport. Wait, he's about to get RT dropped by the AI, by the way. The AI drops at the most stupid place ever. He just flies over the main base. And it
Oh
goes.
yeah, I think like it's just going for that T2 maxes and stuff.
Wait, it will land actually.
Yeah. Although the funny thing is that the T2 transport really shot it down. But it will still land, and yeah. The T2 maxes are gonna say goodbye.
The issue is there's a bit of a bug with Lobos when if they're too close to the target, they're killing us upgrading T3 max. Oh no! No!
That's gonna be horrible. Although no, they have changed the target to go and kill the unupgrading one first.
Oh.
They were just shooting
Oh,
the one
that's
on the
like-
right because they couldn't shoot the one to the left because they were too close.
Okay, so only one max is lost.
But
That's
yeah, it
kinda
seems like
lucky.
the AI on the bottom right corner is actually pushing back versus the ACUs belonging to Wi-Fi and Svatoswav.
Meanwhile on the left, while Aurelia needs to watch out. He's going balls to the walls. He's getting a pet, so he will be
Yeah,
safe. But
he's
look
gonna
at
be
the
safe
ACU
with a few
position.
overcharges.
But like, there's 10 bonus there, man. You can't break that. He's
Yeah,
trying to
especially
break it.
if you're gonna keep in the range of the enemy ACU so they know where
Okay,
you
he
actually are.
has one very good OC. I guess that's why you stayed, but he has to fuck off. I don't know why. He's not dodging the shots either. He's actually literally playing with fire right now. With
Yeah,
the
only
grenades of the
5,000 HP
mongoose, he's
left.
playing with them. There's
And
a
honestly,
hard
with
drop coming
Achieve
from
not having
Achieve.
the gun upgrade or anything, I at least hope that he will go and build some PDs or shields to go and have
he
a
is.
place to go and fall back to.
Achieve did do a hard drop, which is gonna be very good if Michael properly.
Yeah.
But Achieve not having the gun is gonna be quite painful, yeah. Also, his units are fucking him up. Okay,
yeah,
I
on,
guess.
on the other hand, having the T2 suit upgrade can actually
The
allow
hard
him
drop
to
from
go and...
Achieve is AFK!
Oh no! The harp isn't doing anything, but yeah, I feel like having the T2 suit upgrade on one of the ACUs can be very good for actually making sure that after you go and kill the AI, you can quickly build up base and basically grab the maxes and everything in no time. But the problem is, the T1 PDs are not gonna do anything good for Achieve, especially because enemy have the flapjacks available.
Yeah, and the issue is they just need to kill the ACU, which has no air defenses. So they could
Yeah,
have
and
T2
the
air
harp is
sniped
actually
him.
dying to the Moongoose, as the M28 is actually playing very good micro game versus the harp.
Yeah, the funny thing is, with perfect micro, Mongoose beat harps, and if you do like a UEF Mongoose spam build, and your opponent rushes harps, you can actually like beat him with the Mongoose. I've done it sometimes in the past, and the AI has such a good micro, such good kiting micro that
And yeah, it seems like there's gonna be a lot of harps being dropped one after another by Achieved, so
I think the harp should just go for the ACU. Like the ACU is, well, 10 HP now, I guess. It doesn't have nano
because
though.
it have the Tizo suit and the gun plus veterancy upgrade, so yeah.
And the AI is building a Tech 3 Pigeon, so it shouldn't have much storage. I think they should the harps should go all in to kill the ACU. And
I mean, to be honest, I feel like the harps might actually just go for the base.
no, that's if the ACU dies, the base dies.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like,
And yeah,
oh, you
they're going
should,
for
like,
the ACU,
yeah,
but the
it's
harps
dead.
can actually get still overcharged if the ACU have the power available.
Oh, I
And
didn't
no,
know.
it didn't have the power. Unlucky.
This farce.
So that's a super important win for the top team. Wait, but they.
Wait, it seems
someone
like
died at the
Wi-Fi just died, or?
Wait, the bottom green AI just walked into Wi-Fi
Oh.
and died. He
Wait,
just
yeah.
That's
It's suicide. Wow.
That's so good for Wi-Fi.
Yeah, like
Basically,
they didn't actually fight from the very beginning, so the economy was much better compared to Achieved and Raelia. And now with the AI just suiciding for free, it means like they just got handed the win on the silver platter.
Dude, the last time I checked the bottom AI, he was like vibing around in his base, and then a minute later he's next to Wi-Fi and just
Yeah, exactly.
like
I didn't even see him walk. Like the last time I looked, he was just still building stuff.
Turtle AI just walks and dies.
Yeah.
Huh?
I mean, it saw what happened on the top side, so it was like, okay, let's make it a fair game.
That is so unlucky because the top team invested a lot more into trying to kill that AI.
That is true, and we can even now look at the mass income, and it actually shows up quite nicely. Nearly 500 mass per tick for the team 2, that is the Blinchik, Y5 and Co. Meanwhile, the team... wait, what was the names? No, the team 2 is the top team. And there's gonna be a grey drop happening, as we can see 2 Harbingers being dropped on the backside of the
Oh
base
no,
belonging
that's
to
really
Raelia,
bad.
as Blinchik is just being a menace.
That is so bad it's almost game over. There's nothing to counter that.
Yeah, no T1 PDs, no stuff, and with the pigeons dying, it also seems like Raelia will have no power available.
Oh wait, there's a counter drop from Achieved. 4 harps are airlifted in.
Holy shit, what a play! That's actually amazing team play, seeing how the harps are actually just being dropped to go and save the Commander Ryan.
Okay, so most importantly, the Tech 3 Pigeon didn't die and the HQ didn't die. I thought those harps would kill that. Actually, there's T3 lands from Aurelia too. So, what I'm noticing is, I mean, Aurelia's eco compared to Wi-Fi's is a lot worse, as is the air grid. But Aurelia also went T3 land. I don't understand that, because Achieved went T3 land and Blast also went T3 land. But Aurelia also in T3 air, so why did he go T3 land as the air player? That's what I
don't know, maybe he didn't think that he's the air player here on this position.
Achieved's base
And
is
Achieved
having
is
some
also
issues.
getting cooked by
Oh.
a bunch of uses being dropped
Wait.
by...
5 Yoshis kills
Yeah, by lines.
off his base.
Yeah, he lost like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 T2 maxes have been lost by Achieved, meaning he's like kind of out of the game for the next 5 minutes.
Dude, he's losing everything. To some Yoshis.
Yeah. And he was the guy with the Harbingers, the first one to actually make them, so yeah. This is a
Look at the
horrible
highest
blow, and we
score.
still can see that the split from Limes is actually working out perfectly, because Achieved is unable to respond to both of those threats at the same time. So he's gonna lose even more power. So God bless the T3 Pigeon actually staying alive for Raelia.
Oh no, no, Blast is losing some sniper bots in mid to the T3 RT to some bricks as well.
Yeah.
I guess a big fight happening in mid. There's a lot of, where a few 3 sniper bots, there's 2 left. Okay, shield gets up actually, that's very important.
Yeah, that's
But
gonna go and save
Swatos
a
is
lot of
used
HP.
there, which is a big deal.
Yeah, although the problem is that his units are basically dying one after another. And his ACU might... No, his ACU should be actually fine, as long as it keeps kiting back.
Yeah, but eventually the trebuchets will slowly break that location. So Blinchik is kinda just not doing much to Blast and he's just ecoing. But that's not that good actually for like the eco will just run out of control, right? Blinjik already has like 5 tech 3 maxes and is making 2 more. Wi-Fi has way better eco. Like the eco is just so bad, and
Yeah, we also have Wi-Fi
is...
dropping in his ASU towards the
Yeah.
middle. With Blinching
Shots.
going for another drop with the 3 Harbingers. This time going
Okay.
for the base belonging to Achieved once again.
Honestly, this is... Oh no, the trebuchets, they broke through the shield! Oh, the snipers!
Ah, they're exploding one after another.
Like, Wi-Fi is going with this ASU, Swatos on half HP. Unironically, this is the chance for the top team to try and snipe 1 or 2 ASUs to get back into the game.
Yeah.
But it's...
I mean, it can be possible because there's a lot of Ilshis, some Trebuchets, and also Harbingers, so yeah.
It's gonna be very hard.
But they have to go and commit, so otherwise it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, Blast is just retreating his army away from this, but... I mean, they first of all, they also need an ASU here. Like, after Achieved and Relia killed their ASUs in the back... By the way, that got harp dropped by Blinchik as well. He killed everything there.
Oh yeah, he actually dropped the base which belonged to AI before.
Yeah.
So it killed everything that basically have achieved in the past few minutes. And
I mean,
that's
Achieved is
horrible.
rebuilding his eco in his base, but aside from that, he's not really getting anything done, and...
Yeah, and it seems like the ACUs for the team 3 Alkash and Baltica 9 are just not gonna die in the middle. Instead, they're getting a very good value. 6,000 mass killed for Svatosław and Wi-Fi with 7.5. And the
So the only
trebuchets,
thing-
like, look at them just getting the value.
The only thing going for the team Blast is Unknown pushing into Limes as we speak.
Yeah, like, Limes have no way of dealing with Unknown for now. At least that's how it seems like, but the problem is... I mean, Limes is actually catching up with Unknown when it comes to the economy and everything.
But yeah, but it's because he has a lot less army now. But the issue is, I'm not sure if Unknown is gonna be able to break that base, because I mean, there's gonna be a lot of PD, like if you team D, it's kind of a fire base there from Limes, right? You can't really
Oh,
break
okay,
too easily.
I was about to say that Wi-Fi is dropping lower and lower, but thankfully he just grabbed the last Veterancy upgrade on his ACU, putting him back to a healthy amount of HP.
I think none of the top team dropping the ACUs there is a mistake, and Chiefs has actually doesn't have any harps more to send there.
Yeah, like he had
Like Achieved,
no...
after he got raided, he just started spamming T3 engineers, and he's not really doing anything else. He's just building engineers and eco, and that's not what's gonna win the game here. Like the
Yeah,
eco
he's
is
just trying to go and catch up with the economy game, but the problem is that the middle is just crumbling as Svatosław and Wi-Fi are just basically rolling over anything that Blast is able to go and build up here.
Yeah, so Blinjik started the GC, and in a minute or so it's gonna be done, and Blast has nothing to do with it. Blast has lost his mid base as well, and it's kinda... I can't really see much they can do.
Yeah, and now with the air discrepancy, like we have what, 50 nearly ASF, like 41 ASF for Wi-Fi compared to like 10, okay, make it 12 for Relia. So yeah, they cannot even go and actually go forward because we can see, oh no, the strategic bomber is actually gonna get shot down by the MAA, or maybe not, it's gonna drop down to half HP. But with, yeah.
The Indies were good.
Yeah, it's even worse than I thought.
But it
is
feels
gone.
like the bottom right AI just suiciding, like giving up his base on the silver platter to Team Wi-Fi. That was really fucked. Because the top team, like Team Blast, they invested a lot into trying to kill that AI. And then the bottom team like didn't, and the AI just walked into die. And that is really annoying kinda, because I mean, there's
Yeah,
nothing
one
you can
team
really
was
do
doing
about
its
that.
best to go and grab all kind of advantages best to the AI. Meanwhile, the other was just paying its time, getting the upgrades going, getting the economy going, and then the enemy AI is like, you know what, I'm tired of living. Go, have fun. And like the wall plan of the top team just came crumbling. Okay, it seems like the strategic bomber is actually gonna get a very good run. After getting nearly killed by the few interceptors, it is gonna go and manage to go and grab
Oh, it's
4,000.
still alive.
Yeah. And it's actually gonna go and get... Okay, it's gonna go and die
No.
now after getting shot down by the T3 MAA. But still, 4,500 mass killed by it. As you can see, that Unknown is gonna go and make a suicide push versus Lime's ACU. He had
I'd like
a very
to point
big
out
Yeah.
that Unknown only has a gun at minute 21. He doesn't even have a shield or Tech 2 or Nano or nothing. Just a gun.
But yeah, the Wi-Fi is just not gonna take it lying. Already come dropping his ACU to go and save the day.
Yo, my food is here. Be right back.
Okay. But yeah, Wi-Fi is just doing amazing plays all over the map. Going from his own position versus the enemy AI, then dropping middle to go and save Svatosov, then just once again loading the ACU up and going to go and save the day on the other flag. So yeah, I really love the plays coming out from him. The man is just everywhere and making sure that none of his teammates are actually gonna go and falter. Svato also right now getting ready to go and crash the position of Blast Shield together with Blinchik, as they're gonna go and initiate a pincer move between the two. And honestly, I see no way that Blast can deal with the incoming GC. Like there is what? He's grabbing the double gunner blade on his ACU, but with the GC HP there is just no way this is gonna be enough to go and stop it. And no T1 bombers, no gunships or anything is gonna go and cut it because the air control is firmly in the hands of the bottom team. As Wi-Fi is just so ahead compared to the Raelia. And when we look at the available mass for the both team, the picture is getting even darker for the top team. 850 mass for the team 2, that is the team Blast Shield, compared to 1500 for the team Baltica 9, and yeah, this is looking very bad. Blast Shield managed to go and grab the upgrade for his ACU, but seeing the GC coming his way, the man just had to go and run away. As there is no way he can go and stop it. He is gonna get cooked. Yep, as the GC is gonna go on an open fire, we can see the T3 shields being put in front of the ACU, which is gonna fire a single overcharge, deal just a 20k damage, but unfortunately, it is gonna go and pay with its life. So yeah, it seems like there's gonna be nothing for the top team to go and stop this push. As the little autumns are gonna be nothing but a veterancy fodder for Big GC. Also, it seems like Achieved managed to go and build his own Galactic Colossi to go and push together with Unknown versus Limes, but the problem is, this push is gonna be way too slow, so even if it manages to somehow go and exchange base for a base, the problem is gonna be that the race versus the clock is not gonna work out. As we can see, the big army, Plus saying he's fucking pissed. But yeah, the double the eco for the bottom team is just, well, gonna seal the deal in my opinion.
Yeah, this game is just over. The eco disparity is just so high, and it has been for the entire side.
Yeah, and we can even see that Blinchik is just building one GC after another, and it only takes like half a minute for him to go and build one, so yeah.
What did you say again? Blinchik was weak at scaling his eco? Did you say something like that?
Wait, when? Oh yeah, I did say that.
Yeah.
I mean, but you can even see that he's not the biggest guy around.
But yeah,
when it
but
comes
he's,
to the eco.
It's because Wi-Fi has double his maxes almost. Oh, almost exactly, I'd say.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's just that on Sidon he's not as good as the other Sidon's players when it comes to just echoing fast. Because he always seemed to just fall behind compared to even me or other players, so who are not the best.
Even you, yikes.
I mean, I'm sorry, I was never great at Setons. I was barely 2000 rated.
Even Endranii. Shameful.
Yeah,
okay,
but
the GC from Achieved is about to arrive, but the base is dead. And, I love how Wi-Fi carefully makes sure to not kill the gunships.
Yeah.
That they're killing the GC. Oh, he's going for an air fight, I guess.
Yeah.
But there's a second GC coming. I mean, I hear a chicken at the bottom. Ah, it's fighting the GC from Unknown. But with all the PDs, the chicken will actually cross the GC. Wow, that's actually gonna farm this big time.
Oh yeah. And the worst thing is Unknown is basically just standing next to the GC, so he's gonna be the next target for the chicken.
I mean, clearly he's doing an all-in strategy,
Yeah.
like a Hail Mary play, although it's
not
there's
gonna work out.
drops from Swatto in the back on the eco as well. Stealth drops, man.
I mean, that wasn't even a stealth drop, they basically just were dropping these bricks
Oh.
the moment the airfight was happening.
This GC
Oh my-
doesn't die, man.
Wait,
100
actually
HP.
Unknown died
Oh,
because the
that's-
GC fell on him and killed him with the...
No, he
Fall
died
damage.
to the chicken, I think. I was watching him. He was
Okay.
high enough to not die to that, but he was focused down by the chicken.
And yeah, Realia team is just gonna go on recall right now. They know
So-
they have no chances of winning this anymore.
If after watching this game, if I were to play this map, I would still choose the strategy that Team Blast went for.
Yeah.
I think they had the better strategy here going for them. It's just that the execution after killing the first AI, I think was bad. I think they didn't skill with the reclaim fast enough and with like not having to bother with the AI, because once you kill the first AI, the second one for quite a bit doesn't do a lot. So I think you could take to air snipe him. They did get unlucky by the bottom.